Ryan is on the set of Vaught's The Avenue V Christmas Special, which shows a puppet version of A-Train talking to Ryan about Antifa before singing a song encouraging children to report their parents or anyone suspicious in their life. Ryan questions the show's intentions, but the director insists the lyrics were personally approved by Homelander. Sister Sage arrives to a meeting at Vought Tower, where Homelander and Firecracker are already there, claiming they moved the meeting up without her. Homelander dismisses Ashley and reveals he found bugs planted by Butcher at Tech Knight's mansion. He assigns Firecracker to find the true mole, explaining to Sage that while she has brains, he has wisdom. Sage is upset about being upstaged by Firecracker, so she texts the Deep for a little fun time. Annie tells her mother, Donna, that she needs to hide with their extended family in Sedona, Arizona. Donna is upset, revealing she was kicked out of her Bible group because of Annie's abortion. After hanging up, Annie says she couldn't imagine bringing a child into the world they live in now. A-Train takes pictures of Sister Sage, handing a file to someone on the street, and sends them to Butcher returns to the office, revealing he was behind Samir's disappearance. He shares that a virus strong enough to kill Homelander would cause a global pandemic, killing all Supes. Annie is horrified, claiming it's genocide, but Butcher denies wanting to go through with it. Butcher also announces that Grace Mallory has freed Frenchie from prison. Doubting his leadership after he collapsed at Tech Knight's house, puts Butcher back in charge. Ryan finds a gift from Butcher under Homelander's tree, a picture of Butcher and his mother Becca. He smiles. Meanwhile, gives his ex-wife Monique $10,000 and tickets to Belize, urging her and Janine to leave the country that evening. Monique, concerned, asks to join them at the airport that night. A-Train finds Ashley watching a VNN report on Cameron Coleman's death. She tries to convince A-Train to run away to Florence with her, knowing Homelander will discover their involvement in the leak. Butcher, Annie, and Huey break into an apartment where Sage was seen giving files. They discover plans to assassinate Robert Singer on January 6th, but their search is interrupted by a woman who attacks Annie and Huey before running away. The fleeing woman steals clothes from an elderly woman and peels off her skin, morphing into a new form. A-Train visits questioning why he wasn't at the apartment with Butcher, Annie, and Huey. A-Train reminds that leaving the country won't stop the war against Supes, claiming it will come to Belize eventually. Frenchie and Kimiko watch over Samir, who reveals Butcher's bizarre behavior, including talking to himself. Homelander and Firecracker confront Webweaver, believing him to be the mole. Webweaver admits to lending his suit to Butcher but denies leaking information. Homelander kills Webweaver, horrifying Firecracker. Frenchie tries to talk to Kimiko, who is angry about his refusal to accept help. Kimiko reveals she lost her voice after killing another girl in the Shining Light camp. They agree to free Samir after he completes the virus, despite Butcher's demands. Ambrosius confronts the Deep about his affair with Sage. In retaliation, the Deep breaks Ambrosius' fish tank. He regrettably sobs while she gasps for air as she states that she loves him. Huey tries to reason with Newman to step away from Homelander's plot, but fails. Butcher and Annie return to the boys' office to find the Deep and Black Noir waiting. A fight ensues and A-Train and help defeat them. A-Train rushes to Ashley's office, asking her to run away with him now that Deep and Black Noir know he's the leak, but she declines and reminds him to cut out his tracking chip. Firecracker tries to comfort Homelander after learning A-Train was the leak. Sage reveals she knew A-Train was the leak, but that it was part of her plan all along, to spread misinformation. Homelander fires Sage. Samir tries to escape by stabbing Kimiko with the virus. Frenchie amputates her leg to prevent the virus from spreading. They present the amputated leg to Butcher, but they're unsure if it's strong enough to kill a Supe like Homelander. During the live broadcast of the Avenue V Christmas Special, Ryan calls out Vought and tells kids to love and trust their parents. Butcher watches proudly from a bar before collapsing. Annie, who is actually the shapeshifter, steals Huey's laptop after seducing him and laying in bed naked with him. The real Annie is chained up a room somewhere, unable to escape as she remembers that the woman who asked for a selfie with her in the bar had ambushed and drugged her. She then hears a creak in the floor.